right, Ms. Spears, whenever you're ready, we will start with the roll call.
Councilmember Morell present, Councilmember King present, Councilmember Giarrusso present. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Councilman Giarrusso moves for the approval of the minutes, to which Councilman King seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. 3 yeas, no nays. The minutes are adopted. First up, we have the resolution on the Sewage and Water Board New Orleans Appeals Manager. Ms. Spears, I think we have a substitute of some sort.
Councilmember, there's a corrected attachment for the public as well as for council members. We found a small technical error in one of the line items that we fixed this morning, so just putting that on the record.
Okay, quick overview. In December of 2022, the council established the SWEBNO customer appeals process. April 2023, the council selected Hammerman and Gaynor to serve as the appeal manager. This is the second set of appeals before the council, and from there, Scott, it's all of you.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. So for the period of time between August and January 1st, we did approximately 24 appeals, and the appeal results have been submitted in a report to you. Very somewhat minor recommendations were made for some credits, a couple of no changes, and those have been submitted to you in a report, sir.
Okay. We have a copy of the report. It's also publicly available. I would move that we adopt the recommendations of the appeal manager. Can I get a second? Second by Councilman Giarrusso. All in favor say aye. 3 yeas, no nays. They are adopted. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, next up we have the motion regarding the independent monitor. Ms. Spears, can you take the lead on this for a second?
Sure. Council members, before you is a motion identifying 3 qualified respondents to serve as independent monitors for Entergy New Orleans solicitations for generation resource services. This is part of UD 1805, which established rules for Entergy's procurement process and required the council to identify a slate of qualified candidates. So this is that slate.
Okay, thank you. We have some public comments. First up, Jesse George.
Yes, thank you. My comments are actually directed to the chair. Councilman Morell, you met with about a dozen representatives of various member organizations of the Energy Future New Orleans Coalition on July 20th of 2023 last year. You promised us a few things during that meeting, including more responsiveness to our coalition, as well as a follow-up meeting in September of last year. That meeting has repeatedly been canceled, postponed, and requests to reschedule have been ignored from numerous members of our coalition who have shown up today to request a meeting with you. We've submitted a public records request to the City Council for the visitor logs during that interim period, so we know that Deanna Rodriguez, the CEO of Entergy New Orleans, has been in your office. So we're wondering why you have put us off, community advocates on utility issues, but you have time to meet with Entergy representatives. And we'd like a firm commitment today from you for a follow-up meeting that was promised to us in September of last year.
Well, number one, this is not pertinent to what's in front of us today. Number two,
I think it's extremely pertinent.
Number two, Jesse, you know me, and you coming here today and demanding something of me in a public meeting like this on an issue like this,
I've tried other avenues. I can pull up the send receipts from all the emails that I've sent to you requesting meetings. Would you like me to do that?
It's not going to get the result you seek. I spoke to Pastor Manning yesterday.
Yeah, and you told him it would be another 2 months before we could get into your office.
Thank you for your comments, mister. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Next up, we have Jack Reno Sweeney from the New Orleans DSA.
I'd like to underline what Jesse said and add to it that we'd like to talk more in the council about Entergy's political spending to support Operation Gridiron, namely whether they used ratepayer dollars to pay for mass texts to ratepayers and other expenses like PR, advertising, etc. We don't think it's appropriate that Entergy use funds that they extract from customers to support political initiatives that will ultimately cost ratepayers more. Thank you.
Yeah, we 100% agree with you. I believe we've already sent correspondence regarding that to make sure that ratepayer dollars are not used on political spending. So appreciate that comment. Next up, we have Elizabeth Sashek with Climate Reality Project in 350 New Orleans.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to echo what Jesse George and Jack Reno Sweeney had to say, and I'd really like to make an appeal to you, Councilman Morell, that, you know, we have this looming crisis that we're experiencing in our city and in our state. And if we don't get our act together in the next couple of years, we are going to be in really big trouble. New Orleans might not be here in 100 years. That is what I'm fighting for every time I come to these meetings. And I know that everybody on this committee wants to do the right thing. And I really, we need you to help us get to these goals. And I know that you are on the right side. I know that you don't want to see Entergy lording over the people of this city and exploiting them like they have, you know, been doing through the last dozen years. I know that you want to do the right thing. And so I am asking you to meet with the Energy Future New Orleans Committee more often, talk to us, understand, and all the members of this committee should understand that we are behind more oversight of Entergy, better oversight of Entergy, and better energy service in our city so that we can get through this climate crisis. And it is going to take all of us. It's going to take all the people who can't stand Entergy in this city. And it's going to take all of the members of the city council, please, knowing that we are here to fight for what's right in dealing with this company, you know, who has literally in the summertime and during freezes has people's lives in their hands. So we are completely ready to engage. We are completely ready to hold their feet to the fire and do what's right. And we need to communicate with you more often so that we can get this done. And that this city is safer and more resilient during storms. And it's super, super critical, super, super important. And that's what we ask of you, is some more communication. And if there's any kind of assistance you need in terms of research, education, we can help you with that. We're here to, for that as well. We can't, it has to be a cooperative effort. I don't think that Entergy has this committee in its pocket. I really don't believe that. I think that you guys want to do what's right. And so, please feel free to reach out to us, to reach out to me, and let's get this stuff done. Let's get it done really, really soon, or our city's not going to exist in 100 years, and none of us wants to see that happen. So that's what I'm asking kindly. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate your comments. Angelina Elder.
Good morning, board. My name is Angelina Elder, one of Mama D's students. I'm representing One Unity, LLC. I have a question about energy and a concern. I need to know that if energy is privatized, like with all our agencies like Sewage and Water Board, because what we facing every day, we fought them in a council. We fought them. We fought against the smart city. We fought against energy with the smart meters. I had to opt out. I opt out. And thank you. I opt out. I had to pay $135, but that's against my constitutional right. I should not have to pay that. Now who profited off, the $135? Well, we should have an option, to opt out, the meters. We even fought with the commissioner dealing with our agencies. But we need to know as the people, we deal with the people every day, as a public servant. And along with the small city, we fought against that. But the small cities on our island, the people is clueless. Over 30-something billion people gonna lose their jobs to AI. And New Orleans is one of the wealthiest islands on the Caribbean. One of the wealthiest islands. Our island is built on trails and services, you see. And we really don't need no money from the government. We could use the natural resources. But just to say that y'all are our leaders, y'all must come in with truth, Because we out there on the ground, and it's really World War III out there. You see, we really need to know. It needs to be publicized, because if the small city don't be publicized, that's a form of colonization, a form of control. Our leaders going against the Sunshine Law. We need to know. You see, because it's not fair to us at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments?
No, sir.
With that, I will move the motion for the 3 slate candidates. Second by Councilman King. Please vote your machines. 3 yeas, no nays. It is adopted. Is there any other items on the agenda?
No, sir.
I'll move we adjourn. Second by Councilman King. Please vote your machines. 3 yeas, no nays. We're adjourned.
What's up with these 15-minute meetings? 10:15.